What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Chris back again with another video for you guys today. In this video I want to discuss when to buy Serie A team of the season cards. We're going to also talk about a few different things around the market as well. Maybe some things you guys could be doing to make some coins at the moment as well. So if you guys do enjoy this type of market video, make sure you guys do drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here as well. The goal is to hit 4,000 subscribers pretty soon, and obviously we want to keep growing from there as well. I'm also growing a lot on the Twitch. If you guys want to come over there, ask me questions, and it'll be more of an interactive thing where you don't have to wait for my response on YouTube. Go onto my Twitch and I'll answer you within a minute. Like, not even, because the chat will be moving so fast and I'll be able to answer your questions. So make sure to head over on the Twitch. It's in the bottom of in the description right now. So what I want to talk to you guys about is when to buy Serie A team of the season cards, and then just kind of things around the market as well. I think anything that's over 400k is probably going to be looking at right after the guarantee pack. It's going to start to really go up. Here's my biggest problem is everyone always asks me this kind of question is, when do I buy this for my team? If you want to buy for your team, it's more of a wait and see, because if you take a look at every one of these team of the seasons, and I'll just go to like a few cards, just for example, people always like to ask me, when do I buy, like, say for example, team of the season De Bruyne, right? It's a high tier card. Look at where his graph has been going every single day since he's been out of packs. Out of packs, look at this right here. On the Tuesday, he was the cheapest at 3,866. He then went all the way up to about 4.3 on the Friday night. Since that day, he's just been on a slow downward trend. Little ups here and there on the Friday and the Thursdays. But every time there's a new team that comes out, it just goes lower and lower and lower. And he drops like 300k a week, it looks like. So, and that's the case with every player. Like, if I look at a Pierre Aubameyang, alright, he's put 1.14. He was 1.9 when he went out of packs. And he's gone even lower. He's down 800,000 coins. If you go take a look at, we can go to La Liga, for example. A guy that saw like an original rise was Benzema, right? Benzema, went up a little bit, right? But he was out of packs on, I believe it was the 15th. He went up a little bit, right, out of packs. Look at this on the Wednesday. He was the cheapest. Tuesday, look at this. Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, he was cheap. Once that guarantee came out, he goes right all the way out to 998 by the Friday night. And then drops again. He went up a little bit last week for the weekend league, and then just dropped even further, and he's now down to 850k. And as more teams are coming out, especially during like Ligue 1, is these cards are going to continue to drop. Look at Fekir, for example, a card that's around the 500k range. Again, Tuesday, Wednesday, he goes up a little bit, stays stagnant around 590, then just drops. More teams coming out, goes up a little bit last week, but then goes down again. And the reason for that is because people are trying out these new cards, and people like new in this game. So just talking to you guys about that a little bit, and we've already seen like, Bundesliga players actually dropping. For example, Erling Haaland, he's a card that is actually lower than where he was when he was in packs. He is at, look at this right here. He is down a lot right now. If you look at last Friday, he was 1 mil. And 4 days later, he's dropped 300,000 coins. So you guys can see how low these cards are dropping every single week. And it's only going to get worse for some of these cards. So if you want to buy a team of the season Serie A player this week, for this weekend, or if you want to make coins on the card, right? I'll give you two different scenarios. If you want to buy a card for your team, like one of these upper echelon players, you're going to want to buy before the guarantee pack comes out on the Wednesday, okay? You'll want to buy the players before the Wednesday. Even some of the smaller tier guys, like for example Theo Hernandez, that's going to be a card that I think is going to go up over 400k by Thursday. So that's going to be someone that, if you get him at 310, 320 over the next 24 hours, that's pretty good in my opinion, because the lack of left backs in Serie A, I think that's going to be really good for kind of like an investment. If you guys want to do a high budget investment, buy him at 320 and under, and probably get him to sell at 380, 390 at least by the Thursday. Because he probably won't get packed that much. I think the majority of the pack pulls are going to be Chris Smalling, De Vrij, Immobile, Ilicic, Handanovic, Acerbi, Cuadrado, Pellegrini, and Berardi. I think that's what the majority of the people are going to do. They're going to get them in their picks. They're going to get them in their team season packs. Szczesny as well, added to that list. Manolis added to that list as well. Anything over the 275k range, 300k, is going to go up after Wednesday's guarantee pack. Because what people do is they do the guarantee pack and they panic sell their card leading up to the guarantee, thinking that they're going to go and pack the card. When they don't pack the card, it leads them to actually have to go and buy them. And then even more so on the Thursday, because they're getting rewards now. Now, instead if they couldn't afford them on the Wednesday, they can afford them again on the Thursday. So that is why you see those cards going up. I think when it comes to like the Chris Smallings, the DeVries, the Chesneys, if you want to take the gamble on them for a little bit of out of pack and see if they rise a little bit by Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, buy them on the Thursday at rewards. Add rewards, and then you should see them rise probably that night as well. We are going to be getting upgrades on the Thursday, but over the next 2 or 3 days, especially the higher tiers, before the guarantee comes out, that's when you want to buy, because they're not going to go lower on Thursday, just in my opinion, as we've seen with the Bundesliga, La Liga, and with the Premier League. The upper echelon players, the ones that don't get packed as much and they're more rare, they don't go down. They actually go up in price because people then go and buy. So take a look at that if you guys want to buy those players for your team, or if you want to try some of these guys as an investment as well. We'll talk about prices if you guys want to take the gamble with out-of-pack investing. Again, it's such a 50-50 thing because we've seen cards, for example, we saw with La Liga, Carvajal was a good card out of packs. He went from 300,000 coins all the way to about 360. All right, you see this right here. He's actually one of those only cards that have actually went up out of packs. And then you compare it to a guy like, for example, Tony Cruz, where he really hasn't gone up much. He's 188,000 coins. He went up a little bit, right? He went from 177 to about 212, probably because of the German links right here. And then he's just gone down ever since, right? People wanted to probably pair him up a little bit. So I just see this continuing to drop. And, just try to look at cards that, maybe Oblak, right? Is this a card that has risen out of packs? Let's go take a look. Has he risen? Not much. I mean, he's gone from 99 to 110. So it's not a lot, but now he's starting to drop off. So if you're going to buy some of these Serie A cards, you want to buy them and flip them probably within the week. Because as a new team season comes out, like Ligue 1, and then obviously we're going to have Ultimate the week after that, the market's going to get hit pretty hard with that. So I don't think you guys want to be lingering with any of these cards after that. I think you want to get out within the 4 to 5 days after you invest in them, in my opinion. So that's when it comes to Serie A cards. Now, something that I got asked a lot earlier today was, when do I sell Serie A golds? Now, if you take a look at any Serie A gold, and I'm going to go on to Fuppet and kind of look up a card myself. I'm going to look up a guy, his name is Caputo. He's a 75 striker, he's a rare. Now, he's 1,600 coins at the moment. If you look at this graph right here, alright, since, let's just say May 12th, 14 days, he's been on an upward rise. Every single day he's been going up. He was earlier today, he was almost 2,000 coins. They then went down all the way to 15, and now they're starting to rise again. He's up at 16 at the moment, but you can get lazy sales at 2 to 2.5. So in my opinion, if you guys have any of these cards, do not panic sell them. This is an instance that happens a lot with a guaranteed Team of the Week SBC, where people will invest a lot in 83s and 84s, and they will go up going into the SBC and then go down after that. But what people don't understand is these cards only have a certain amount of supply. Once everyone is done trying to get out of their investment on the first day, that is when you'll see the players go up again. As people are now, they're done rinsing their club of the unassigned rares that they had, whether they are doing the SBC or not. If they're selling them or if they're doing the SBC, the rares are now out of their club. They've been rinsed. If people want to still do these, because if the next 2 days, besides Wednesday's the next day we're going to have something actually to do, which is the guarantee pack, and you're not going to have much to do. So tomorrow, I expect the Serie A rares to go up a good amount, because people are going to be rinsing, they're going to be repeating, and think about the supply we get. Every SBC we get nowadays is untradeable. I mean, if you look at, for example, like that gold pack, sure, but what's the odds you pack a Serie A rare? The Serie A challenge, untradeable. 80 plus pick, untradeable. All of it's untradeable. So the only supply we're really getting is from EA Sports putting in the store some of these promo packs, which I don't think anybody's even doing, because it's just not when people rip packs. They want to rip the packs on the Fridays and Saturdays, and that's really it. So, and I also think that people are going to be saving for Ligue 1, so I wouldn't be scared if you guys had Serie rares. I would not have panic sold them if you did today. Please don't do that. There's going to be a rise in those cards, in my opinion. Now, another order of business is obviously Serie A specials and Ligue 1 specials. Now, a couple people today told me that a few Ligue 1 specials that had originally risen from the video that I made now dropped a little bit today. And what I can tell you about that is people probably sold off today, and we see this a lot. People probably sold off cards to go and do the SBCs, to go and just take a crack, right? Like, try to take a crack at like one of these packs. It doesn't take that much to do a set of 10. It takes about 150k to 200k. So, for whole rinses and stuff, people probably want to try it out. So, a guy like, for example, Ben Yedder, right? A card that's very, very consistent, by the way. If you look at his Sunday graph, he was 87k, goes to 97. You go look at yesterday, it goes down to 88 a point, goes up to about 100, and then he goes down again, right? He goes down to 5k. He's now back up to about 97k from what it looks like, because again, people are gonna probably done with their packs. There's gonna be a portion of people that are done with their packs and now they want to go invest again. So they're gonna start buying into these cards. I would not be worried if I were you guys about a rise on specifically cards like Ben Yedder. He's actually back up to about 97, 96k at the moment, and I think you'll see those cards continue to rise. I had a guy in my chat today say that he's losing a ton of coins on England. If I were you guys, if it's on the Friday, do not buy these cards on Thursday or Friday. If you're gonna buy these cards to flip, you're gonna want to buy them. You're gonna want to buy them on the Saturday or the Sunday if they do get over invested in. I'm telling you guys to get out by the Thursday and then maybe buy back in on the Saturday. If you look at this 86 England card, he's actually back up. He was down at 36 on the Sunday and the Saturday. He is now back up at 43,000 coins because obviously the hype is returning and people are now trying to buy this card again to flip for Thursday, because people obviously know that people are going to be getting red picks and his team this season is too expensive. So they know that this card's going to rise. So don't expect these cards to continue to go lower. They are going to go up again. Most Serie A and Ligue 1 specials will continue to rise. If I look at a guy like Renato Sanchez on the market at the moment, he was actually as low as like 30,000 coins. He's now up at like, I believe, 45 to 50k. He's really, really expensive. If I go take a look at the Defender version, I believe, yeah, he's about 45 to 47k from what it looks like here. And he's only going to continue to rise. But for me, we're going to be judging on the Wednesday night if we want to sell before Thursday or not, if they are overinvested in. Because a guy like Chucky Lozano, I would be careful. Because Chucky Lozano, guys, has gone up a lot. He's gone up probably about 40,000 coins. I think he's up at like 78 at the moment. If I actually I gotta take away the ones to watch here, which is over 40k. I believe, yeah, he's in the 70s right now. So this is a card that just screams to me overinvestment. Does that take effect, or does that continue to rise until, on Thursday, right? What could influence this card, and I've heard a couple people, say something about possibly him being the SBC player that we get. And that's what's going to happen tomorrow. I think we're going to get the Serie A SBC. So if we do, if that is the SBC, depending on the value of how every silver is and everything like that, this card might get affected a little bit by that. So be careful. This guy's up a lot. If you guys want to take the coins, you could. But if he gets put in as an SBC player, which is something EA Sports would really like to do, basing off their history of Traore, Kent, all these really, really sweaty meta players, Lozano would be added to that list as well, because I believe, I know the FUT birthday has like a 5-star, 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 4-star. So you might see this card, maybe one of people buy that, 91, 92. Not to say that he's supposed to gain the team this season, he probably shouldn't. But, EA have done crazier things in the world. So that is what I would say about Lozano and most Serie A specials and Ligue 1 specials for that case as well. Last thing, obviously, we did get the CSL and the Eredivisie team this season. Now, what's going to happen with these two is these prices are going to continue to go lower. I would not touch any of these guys in the next 3 or 4 days. Friday and Saturday during lightning rounds is going to be your opportunity to buy these cards. If you look at the Super League, for example, the Super League is kind of gone a little run here. But let's look at a guy like Mariano, for example. Mariano is a guy that, if you look at his graph, he goes out of packs on the, I believe it's the Monday, right? So he goes out of packs on this Monday, goes right up to about 60,000 coins actually, goes down again with the guaranteed pack, right? Goes down for the full weekend, back up on Saturday, and he's actually up at 63,000 coins at the moment. This would be something of a look on the Saturday or the Sunday of that following week. Look at where he was at his lowest. 55k on the Saturday and 53 on the Sunday. You know, and then he starts to rise again. So, for me, don't touch these cards. Like, do not touch, where is it right now? Don't touch the Eredivisie cards and don't touch the CSL cards. These cards, I know you guys want to try out the Hulk, the Paulinho, the Jonathan, any of these kind of cards. Do not buy them over the next 3 days unless you're doing it as a trading aspect if you want to make coins on the cards. So, that's really all I'll say about that. Wait for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to buy these cards. I would not buy prior to lightning rounds this Friday because I think you're gonna get burned on those cards if you do. Now Alex Telles actually is an interesting one when it comes to the Liga NOS. They just went out of packs today, and he doesn't have much supply. He's up at 420k. He went to as low as 380 on the Saturday and the Sunday. He's now up at 420k. I would expect this card, because of the links that he does provide, to continue to rise. And actually, he's up over 420. He's more like 400, and I think he's actually over that. Yeah, he's about 430,000 coins. So that card is going to continue to rise, in my opinion, because of the links to Neymar, to Militao, to all these top tier Brazilians that are in the game. So that's pretty much the video. I hope it was informative to you guys. Thank you guys for the support on Twitch and YouTube as well recently. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out.